Welcome back. Now we are going to discuss about regarding optical fiber modes and configurations. Right? Optical fiber modes and configurations. So generally we know that the optical fiber is used to send the data from one place to another place. Right? So that data can be in the form of light. Okay? So the optical fiber is going to send the data from one place to another place. That data will be in the form of light. So the optical fiber is also called as light pipe. Okay, optical fiber is also called as light pipe, and optical fiber is a dielectric waveguide material. Okay, optical fiber is a dielectric waveguide material, so that operates at optical frequencies from minus 375 to 176 terahertz. The optical frequencies is minus 375 to 176 terahertz, and it is normally cylindrical form. Okay, it is normally cylindrical form, and it can access the light in a direction parallel to the axis. It can access the light, okay, in a direction parallel to the axis. Actually, the optical fiber is also called as light pipe, so in which the data can be sent in the form of light. Okay, now if you see this figure, I am taking one of the optical fiber, so it is having three sections here. Okay, one is the core. Okay, that is the main part in optical fiber. Okay, core is the main part. Okay, and its next one is cladding, and third one is of buffer coating or external coating. Okay, one is the core, second one is cladding, third one is external coating or buffer coating, right? So that one is the optical fiber section. So here it is having refractive index of the core is N1, and cladding refractive index is N2, that is less than N1, and this one is of the buffer coating. Here the core diameter is 2a, that is the radius is small a. So core is having refractive index of N1, and cladding is having refractive index of N2, that is less than N1, and this one is of buffer coating. So here the diameter is 2a and radius is small a. Okay, so that is the optical fiber cross section. Okay, so this one is basic for optical fiber, right? Core, cladding and buffer coating. So the main section is core. So whatever we are sending the data through the optical fiber, okay, that will be passed through this core. Okay, so physically an optical fiber is a very thin flexible medium and cylindrical shape. Okay, it is very thin flexible medium and cylindrical in shape. So just now we have discussed that. So it is having three parts: core, cladding and buffer coating, right, or external coating. So here core is the innermost section. Okay, core is the innermost section, and that is made with the glass or plastic. Okay, core is made with the glass or plastic, and it is having a radius of small a, and its refractive index is N1, right ma? So it is having the radius of a, and it is having the refractive index of N1. So it is the actual fiber in optical fiber. Okay, it is the actual fiber and main important part, right? So it has the excellent property of conducting an optical beam. Okay, from this only we send the light. Okay, that light is of data. Okay, whatever we are sending the data, that will be in the form of light. Okay, that light is passed through this core, right? And the core is surrounded by the core is surrounded by cladding. Okay, this cladding is dielectric material. This cladding is dielectric material, and its refractive index is N2, that is less than N1. Okay, its refractive index is N2, that is less than N1. Okay, so although, okay, even though the light is not passing through this cladding, okay, light is not passing through this cladding, but it has some particular purposes, okay, some several purposes, right? Those are, it can reduce the scattering loss. Okay, it can reduce the scattering loss, that we'll discuss in next units. Okay, that scattering loss is results from dielectric discontinuities. Okay, that scattering loss results from dielectric discontinuities. And next, the cladding adds mechanical strength to the fiber. Okay, cladding adds mechanical strength to the fiber, and it protects from surface contaminants. If any damages will happen, okay, that will protect the core. Okay, because core is the main section. Okay, that will be protected by this cladding material. Okay, next, here the coating, external coating or buffer coating acts like a cover to this optical fiber. Okay, so first one is of the core, second one is cladding, that is dielectric material, whereas this core is made with the glass or plastic, and this coating, that is external coating or buffer coating, acts like a cover. Okay, that is regarding optical fiber cross section. Okay, and next, this one is regarding materials which are using for core and cladding. Okay, materials which are using for core and cladding. Already I told you, the optical fiber is made with the glass or silica. Okay, that is SiO2. So here the core is made with the different materials. So here GeO2, that is germanium oxide silica, next P2O5 silica, next silica. All these are made with the silica, that is glass. Okay, here also cladding is made with the silica, and cladding is also silica. Next, this one is of the cladding materials. Okay, so all these materials are using in core and cladding. Okay, so the variation in material of the core, it gives rise to commonly used fibers. Okay, the variation in material composition of the core, it gives rise to commonly used fibers. Okay, those fibers are step index fiber and graded index fiber, because of variation in materials of the core. Okay, first one is step index fiber, second one is graded index fiber. Coming to the first one, the step index fiber, in which the refractive index is uniform throughout the core. Okay, the refractive index is uniform throughout the core, and it undergoes all abrupt changes, that is steps. Okay, at the cladding boundary, it undergoes all abrupt changes at the cladding boundary, and it has the refractive index of N2, that is equal to N1 into 1 minus delta, where delta is core and cladding index difference. Okay, the step index fiber is having the refractive index of N2 is equal to N1 into 1 minus delta, where delta is core and cladding index difference. Okay, that is regarding step index fiber. So in step index fiber, the refractive index is uniform throughout the entire optical fiber of the core. Okay, so it undergoes of the abrupt changes, that is steps at the cladding boundary. Okay, and its refractive index is N2 is equal to N1 into 1 minus delta, where delta is core and cladding index difference. Okay, next, and next one is regarding graded index fiber. So in graded index fiber, the core refractive index is made to vary as a function of the radial distance from the center of the fiber. That is, the refractive index may vary as a function of radial distance. Okay, the refractive index is vary with the function of radial distance, whereas in step index the refractive index is same throughout the core, that is uniform throughout the core. But in gradient index it is the function of radial distance from the center of the fiber. Okay, there is a difference between these two, step index fiber and gradient index fiber. Okay, once again I am repeating, in step index fiber the core refractive index is uniform throughout the core, but whereas in gradient index fiber the core refractive index is vary with the function of radial distance, that is from the center of the fiber. Okay, and these are the index profiles of the fiber. Okay, so here this one is for step index fiber. Okay, index profile of the step index fiber, and this one is for gradient index fiber. So while you are drawing index profiles for these step index fibers, okay, you have to draw in this way, right? This one is for step index fiber and this one is for gradient index fiber. Now you'll see that one. So first one, step index fiber. So just now I told now, in step index fiber the refractive index is uniform throughout the core. Okay, and it's there is a abrupt changes at the cladding boundary. Okay, so this one is of step index fiber. Okay, here it is index profile. Just now we have seen that is index profile, and here core is having refractive index of n1 and cladding is having n2, that is less than n1, and this one is of fiber length, and here it is cross section view of the fiber, right? So next one, gradient index fiber. So in gradient index fiber the core refractive index is function of, it vary with the function of radial distance, right? So this one is of gradient index fiber. Here it is also having index profile, so that is for gradient index fiber. So this one is of the fiber length, and it is the cross section view of the gradient index fiber. And next one is, so these step index fiber and gradient index fibers are again divided into two types. First one is single mode fibers and second one is of multi-mode fibers. Okay, step index fiber and gradient index fibers are again divided into two types. First one is single mode fibers, second one is of multi-mode fibers. Whereas these single mode fibers are excited with this laser diode. Single mode fibers are excited with the laser diode, whereas multi-mode fibers are excited with LED, that is light emitting diode. Now coming to these single mode fibers, the single mode fibers has only one mode of propagation of the light. Okay, single mode fibers has only one mode propagation of the light, whereas this multi-mode fibers has hundreds of modes. Okay, multi-mode fibers are having hundreds of modes. Here the multi-mode fibers have several advantages compared with the single mode fibers. Okay, the multi-mode fibers has large core radius, that is large core radius of multi-mode fibers, and it is easier to launch the optical power in multi-mode fibers. It is easy to launch the optical power in multi-mode fibers. Okay, and multi-mode fibers are excited with the LED source. Okay, multi-mode fibers are excited with the LED source, but whereas single mode fibers are excited with the laser diode. Okay, here the LEDs has less optical power than laser diode. The LEDs are having less optical power than laser diode, but the LEDs are easier to make and less expensive and requires less complex circuitry, and it has longer lifetime also compared to the laser diode. So first one, the LED, it is having less optical power, right, and they are easy to fabricate and it is very less expensive, and it requires less complex circuitry, and it has longer lifetime than laser diodes, right? So these are the advantages of LED. Okay, now we will see the modes, okay, single mode and multi-mode fibers, right? So this one is the figure for single mode and multi-mode fibers. If you see clearly, so this one is for single mode or mono mode step index fiber, and this one is of multi-mode step index fiber, and this one is of multi-mode gradient index fiber. Okay, so first one is multi-mode step index fiber, sorry, mono mode step index fiber. Second one is of multi-mode step index fiber, and third one is gradient index fiber. You can observe carefully, right? So this one is having only single ray, right, in single mode step index fiber, and it is having multi modes. Okay, it is having multi modes here, and this one is having multi mode gradient index fiber. Okay, so there is just changes in step index fiber and gradient index fiber that we will see now. So this one is of index profiles, right, ma? So this one is of all these are of index profiles of these step index fibers and gradient index fiber, and all these are the dimensions for core and claddings of step index and gradient index fiber. Okay, so all these are the different structures of optical fibers which are having different modes, that is the single mode and then multi mode, right? So next one, so here the multi mode fibers has some advantages, right? So it is also having one disadvantage, that is of intermodal dispersion. Okay, the multi-mode fibers are having disadvantage of intermodal dispersion, right? So whenever we are passing the light through multi-mode fibers, right, so the velocities of the light will changes, right? The velocities of the light will changes, and it receives at the end of the optical fiber at slightly different times. Okay, in multi-mode fibers we are passing the light, okay, with some different velocities, right? So it receives at the end of the fiber with different times. It causes pulse to spread out. Okay, it causes pulse to spread out. So this concept is called as intermodal dispersion. Once again I am repeating, we are passing the light through the multi-mode fibers, so it may passes with different velocities, so it reaches to the end of the fiber with slightly different times. It causes pulse to spread out in time as it travels along the fiber. So this effect is called as the intermodal dispersion. Okay, but this intermodal dispersion can be reduced by using gradient index fiber. Okay, this intermodal dispersion is reduced by its gradient index fiber. Okay, so because the gradient index fibers has more larger bandwidth, okay, it has larger bandwidth than step index fibers. So that is regarding step index fiber and gradient index fiber. Now we will see the difference between step index fiber and gradient index fiber. So this one is the difference between step index fiber and gradient index fiber, right? So here all these are the parameters. So all these are the parameters, and this one is of step index fiber and this one is of gradient index fiber. So the step index fiber and gradient index fibers will be differed with different parameters. Okay, first one is of data rate, that is bits per second. Okay, data rate is nothing but the number of bits per second. For the step index fiber it is low, and for gradient index fiber it is very high compared to the step index fiber. And coupling efficiency is higher for step index fiber and it is lower for gradient index fiber. And third one, ray path. So it is happened by the total internal reflection in step index fiber, and it is happened by light traveled oscillatory fashion. Okay, that is with the light, okay, that is traveling to the optical fiber, right? And next one is index refraction is different. Just now we have seen that. Next, numerical aperture, that we'll see the next slide, next video. Okay, numerical aperture is same for step index fiber, and it changes continuously from the distance of the optical fiber axis. So next, so just now I told you, optical fiber is made with the glass. Okay, optical fiber is made with the glass or silica, that is SiO2. Here also step index fibers are made with the plastic or glass. Here it is glass is preferred in gradient index fiber. Next, bandwidth efficiency. The bandwidth efficiency for step index fiber is 10 to 20 megahertz or kilometer per kilometer. Next, for gradient index fiber 1 kilohertz per kilometer. Next, pulse spreading, just now we discussed. So the step index fiber pulse spreading by the fiber is more in the step index fiber, but whereas in gradient index fiber it is very less. So pulse spreading is nothing but the intermodal dispersion. Okay, that intermodal dispersion will happen in multimode fibers. That intermodal dispersion is reduced by this gradient index fiber. Okay, just now we have seen that now. So in step index fiber the intermodal dispersion will happen, that will be reduced by gradient index fiber. Okay, just now we discussed that one. Next, attenuation. So attenuation is nothing but the loss. Okay, attenuation is nothing but loss. So it is typically 0.34 dB per kilometer. So that is for step index fiber, and it is 0.6 for gradient index fiber. Next, so here the step index fiber is excited with LED, but whereas gradient index fiber we can use either LED or laser, right? And applications, it is used for local network communications, subscriber local network communications. Next, gradient index fibers used for networks, because we can send the data from one place to another place with these optical fibers, right? So these are the applications for step index and then gradient index fiber, right? So all these are the differences between step index fiber and gradient index fiber with these parameters. Okay, so that is the today class. Okay, thank you all. Thank you.